Top 10 Richest Kings in the World and their Lavish Lifestyle. Welcome back to Yo-Yo the Entertainer, where we present to you the latest world rankings. Have you ever come across a king before? Oh, let's start by defining who is a king. A king is the male ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits a position by right of birth. In many cases, the monarch himself holds the highest power, as well as authority in the nation over all matters, or in some cases the power may be wielded on his behalf. This position, unlike that of a president or prime minister, usually only ends for one person upon his or her death, although there are times when a ruling monarch may be abdicated for various reasons. On today's countdown, we're going to focus on the wealthiest kings in the world who stand out from the rest in terms of wealth. Before we dive into this list, if you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. King of Monaco, net worth $1 billion. He is known as Prince Albert II and is worth over $1 billion. He is said to have a lot of real estate in and out of Monaco and even in Europe. He is a stakeholder at a casino situated in Monte Carlo, Monaco. Monaco is the smallest country in the world. It is home to one of the richest kings in the world as well. Prince Albert II is 60 years old and was born in the year 1958 on the 14th of March. He is the current monarch in the Principality of Monaco. He is also the head of the princely house of Grimaldi. Reportedly, the net worth of Prince Albert II comprises of 1/4 of the land that is under his reign, and also a collection of antique cars, shares in a resort in Monte Carlo, an expensive collection of stamps, as well as the Philadelphia home area of his mother, the American actress Grace Kelly, with Prince Albert, bought in the year 2016 for a reported $754,000. Number 9. King of Qatar, net worth $2.1 billion. He is known as Tamim bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, and his net worth is about $1.2 billion. Have you ever heard of Popo Island? This can be found in Qatar, which is an oasis. The ruler went to a military academy and graduated, after which he went into the armed forces and had so many proud positions. The Sheikh was born on the 3rd of June in the year 1980 and is currently 38 years old. He holds the current position of Amir of Qatar and is the fourth son of the former Amir. On the 25th of June in the year 2013, after the abdication of his father, he became Qatar's fifth Amir. Within Qatar, he is known to have occupied various offices in government and has been very active in acts geared towards promoting of sports and its events within the country. He holds the record of being the youngest reigning monarch among the countries that make up the Gulf Cooperation Council. He also is the current youngest sovereign in the world. He is known to have a net worth of $2.4 billion, which largely comes from the Qatar Investment Authority, responsible for handling and managing the oil and gas reserves of the nation. Number 8. Grand Duke Henry, net worth $4 billion. With a net worth of $4 billion, the Grand Duke of Luxembourg is the 8th richest king in the world. His reign started on the 7th of October in the year 2000. Grand Duke Henry is the oldest son of Grand Duke Jean and Princess Josephine Charlotte of Belgium. He was born on the 16th of April in the year 1955 and is currently 63 years old. While the Grand Ducal family of Luxembourg is not known to get a salary, it receives a grant of around $324,851 annually towards the execution of its functions. And with their net worth, however, they don't exactly need the grant. Number 7. Emir Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, net worth $4 billion. He was born on the 15th of July in the year 1949 and is currently 68 years old. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the Vice President as well as the Prime Minister of the UAE. He is also the ruler of Dubai, a position he has held since the year 2006 after his brother Sheikh Maktoum died. Today, Dubai is a global city and it is because of this man. He is also credited with a host of other achievements done using his position as ruler, including the launch of enterprises like Emirates Airline, Jumeirah Group and DP World. He has spent a good amount of his wealth on donations to charity and he has a net worth of $4.5 billion. Number 6. The King of Morocco, net worth $5.8 billion. He is known as Mohammed VI and he is said to be worth over $3 billion. King Mohammed has sat on his throne since the year 1999 and aside from being a king, he is also known as a businessman. He loves culture and he often reminds his people of the value they should hold in their indigenous language. King Mohammed VI ascended to the throne on the 23rd of July in the year 1999. He did so following the death of King Hassan, his father. He is currently 54th and is the 5th richest king in the world. He He was the oldest son and the second child of King Hassan II and Lala Latifa Hamel, the king's second wife. He was declared the crown prince and heir apparent to the throne upon his birth. His wealth comes in large parts from the fact that his family owns Morocco's National Investments Group. It is a private holding company and is known to invest in different African countries. It also operates in the field of banking, renewable energy and telecommunications. He has a net worth of $5.7 billion. Number 5. Prince of Liechtenstein. Net worth $7.2 billion. He is known as Prince Hans Adam II, worth over $4 billion. He is said to be solely in charge of the country's trust. This country houses the 6th richest king in the world, although he addresses himself as Prince Hans. Aged 73, the reigning Prince of Liechtenstein comes in at number 6 on this list. He is also known as the Duke of Trapol and Jagendorf and Count Rietsberg. He has a net worth of $5 billion, and a large part of his wealth of the princely house of Liechtenstein is the fact that it owns a private bank known as the LTT, as well as other investments that have been made via the Prince of Liechtenstein Foundation. Number 4. King of the United Arab Emirates, net worth $15 billion. He is known with a long name as Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who is said to be worth approximately $15 billion. It is very known that the UAE deals majorly in oil, and there is a lot of wildlife in the country that people always want to visit no matter what. This country holds the world's biggest mosque. Sheikh is head of states from the UAE and is known to be a philanthropist, and if a citizen is asked, he would describe King Sheikh as a good man. Age 69, Emir Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is the 4th richest king in the world. He was born in the year 1948 on the 7th of September and is the president of the UAE. Emir of Abu Dhabi, as well as the Supreme Commander of the UDF, or the Union Defense Forces. He took over from his father on the 2nd of November in the year 2004 and became the Federation's president the very following day. While his father was battling some problems regarding his health in the late 1990s, Khalifa bin Zayed, as crown prince, was already acting in the capacity of president. His fortune was amassed from the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. Number 3. King of Saudi Arabia. Net worth $18 billion. He is known as King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and is known to be worth over $17 billion. Saudi Arabia, which is known as the place where Islam came into existence, houses the 3rd richest king in the world. His family is a very wealthy one and has a lot of broad investments. The king is 82 years old and takes number 3rd sport. He has been the king and prime minister of Saudi Arabia, as well as the custodian of the 2 holy mosques since the 23rd day of January in the year 2015. He was born on 31st December 1935. He served as the deputy governor and the governor of Riyadh for a period of 48 years spanning the years 1963 to 2011. Afterwards, he became the Minister of Defense and was then named Crown Prince in the year 2012 after the death of Nayef bin Abdulaziz, his brother. He was officially crowned as the king on the 23rd of January in the year 2015. As a king, some of the major initiatives he is credited for with the Saudi Arabian intervention in the civil war in Yemen, the Saudi Vision 2030, as well as the Decree in 2017, had finally allowed women in Saudi Arabia to drive. His wealth is linked to the fact that his family owns a media group that includes the pan-Arab daily Ashraq Al-Aswat, as well as Al-Eskisadia. He is worth $17 billion. Number 2. King of Brunei. Net worth $28 billion. He is known as Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah and is said to be worth about $20 billion. Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah Brunei was born on the 15th of July in the year 1946 and is currently aged 71 years. He is the 29th Sultan and Yang di Pertuan of Brunei. Hassanal Bolkiah is also the first and current Prime Minister of Brunei as well. He is the oldest son of Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin III and the Raja Isteri Berigran Anak Damit. His father was abdicated in the year 1967 on the 5th day of October, and he took up the position of Sultan. His wealth can be linked to profits made from oil and gas. His palace is the largest in the world and is known to have cost over $350 million. He is a lover of cars and is known to own over 600 Rolls-Royce. Brunei is a country which is located in the southeast part of Asia. Although it is not enormous in size, it holds the 3rd richest monarch in the world. This country also deals in gas and oil, and the Sultan is rumored to be very lavish with his spending. He has a lot of vehicles which he has acquired with his wealth, and he also has houses built in his name all over the world. Number 1. King of Thailand. Net worth $43 billion. Thailand, also called a golden triangle, is one country that has tried its very best to be at the top of its own game despite other countries in Asia falling out due to colonialism. Thailand had withstood external chaos and unified itself as one, and they are known to have the richest monarch in the world. This monarch owned an enormous wealth of gold carats, and he has sat on his throne for over 70 years now, which makes him the longest serving ruler in the country. In fact, the reigning monarch of Thailand, King Maha Vajiralongkorn, is the richest king in the world. King Maha was born on the 28th of July in the year 1852 and is currently 65 years old. He has been king since 2016 and is the only male child of King Bhumibol Adulyadej and Queen Sikrit. The wealth of the king and his family can most likely be linked back to investment gotten from the Crown Property Bureau, official managers of the property owned by the Crown in the Kingdom of Thailand. This is known to own the world's largest cut and faceted diamond, the Golden Jubilee Diamond with 545 carats. King Maha Vajiralongkorn has a net worth of $43 billion. There you got it. Most kings and monarchs across the globe are usually rich, as they usually control the wealth of the nation aside from tributes that they receive and personal business involvements they may have. Running a successful nation is never easy or cheap, and neither is fondling the fairy tale lifestyle that is befitting for one sitting on the throne. Which other monarch do you think were left out? Let us know in the comment section down below. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on notifications and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.